Hi everyone, thank you so much for joining me for this video. It is about a new member of my makeup family, which is this precious baby right here. The Master Palette by Mario from Anastasia Beverly Hills. I was super excited about this particular collaboration because I knew it was going to be amazeballs. I think everybody in the world knows who Mario is. He is Kim Kardashian's makeup artist. He travels with her everywhere and takes amazing care of her beautiful face. When I first heard about this palette on Instagram, I was just like, when's it coming? When's it coming? When's it coming? I can't wait to get it. So as soon as it dropped, it sold out really quickly, so I wasn't able to get my hands on it then, but my bae placed an order and got this for me right after my birthday, so I was super excited to get my hands on it. This is the box that it comes in. It's really sleek and black and gold, just like the palette itself. And then on the back, it's got like the ingredients, a picture of the palette and all the colors and all that good stuff. This palette does retail for $45. It is sold out on the Anastasia Beverly Hills website, and I did see a caption that said it will not return to the website because it is limited edition, so you'll have to find it at other retailers like Ulta, Sephora, Macy's, and places like that. So what I want to do is kind of just open up this baby and give you some swatches. So first off, it does come with the mirror. I still have like the plastic on my mirror. I haven't peeled that off yet. For some reason, since I never use the mirrors, I always leave the plastic on. I don't know why. But it also comes with this double-ended brush. Like all the other Anastasia palettes, you always do get a brush. Now this one has a different kind of duo fiber end on it, which I haven't used this yet. I literally just took the plastic off. So I'm going to give it a shot and kind of see how this one works, because I have used the ones from my other palettes. So not too upset about that. I'm cool with getting a brush. So this one has, let's see, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12 shadows. So you've got 12 shadows. You've got an array of finishes. You do have mattes and satins in this palette. The colors, I would say, are very fall. You got some warmth. You got a few cool tones in there. But just gorgeous, gorgeous. I want to get into some swatches right now. So we'll start with Hollywood, NYC, and Kim. So there they are on my fingers. I'm going to swatch them on my hand for you guys. These are very soft and smooth and buttery. So, you know what? Set the palette down, girl. Okay, so we have Hollywood, NYC, and then we have Kim right there on the top. You can clearly tell, like, these are his muses and things that he loves that he used to name the shadows by. But those are the first 3 shades in the top row. All right, so we're going to swatch a little bit of Muse. We have Marina and then Claudia. Oh, they're so creamy. They're so smooth. Whoa. Oh, have mercy. Okay. Look at that. Let's get a little bit more of that Claudia. There we go. So, Muse, Marina, and Claudia right there on the top. Literally, look at that. Lord have mercy. Gorgeous. Look at how it reflects. Oh. Okay. This makes me very happy. Okay. I know at first glance, I think some people look at the palette and go, oh, it's kind of basic. But you know what? If this is basic, bring it. I'm okay with basic if this is what it means. So next we're going to go into Lula, which is a pretty matte shade. Isabel, and then Violetta. All 3 of these that I'm swatching right now are matte. These are so buttery. Oh, they don't feel anything like the texture of the other Anastasia Beverly Hills shadows. These feel like completely different to me. They're smoother, they're creamier. Now, when you do put a brush into them, you do get a little bit of kick up because they are so soft, but I don't mind one bit. So we've got Lula, Isabel, and then Violetta right here. And all 3 of these are matte shades. Great transition colors. Oh, love them so much. This one right here, Violetta, what a pretty shade to do like a really rich chocolate kind of smoky eye with. Beautiful. Okay, then I'm going to swatch the last 3 shades. So the last 3 are 5th Avenue, Bronx, and Paris. Okay. Bronx is like this gorgeous olivey green. Oh, so pretty. Okay. So 5th Avenue, Bronx, and then Paris right there on top. Look at that rich fall goodness right there. Love it, love it, love it. gorgeous. So those are all the swatches from the Master Palette by Mario. And if you want to see the eye look, that's on my eyes using this palette. Just stay tuned. It's coming up next. All right, so I already have my face done and I've primed my eyes with MAC's Painterly Paint Pot. I filled in my brows with the spiked brow pencil from MAC. And then like the other face details, I'll just kind of put in the bottom in the info bar for you guys, because this is really about this palette right now. So we're gonna go in with the shade Isabelle, and I'm gonna use that as my transition shade. So I'm gonna blend that right in my crease area and just up above just a touch. I am gonna skip the brow bone highlight today because I just want it to be a little bit more subtle up by my brow bone. Now these shadows are really soft and smooth and buttery, so when you dip a brush into it, you do get a tad bit of kick up, but I don't mind because I really, really like the texture of the shadows. They blend so easily. Isabelle is like a really warm, kind of orangey brown shade. It makes a perfect transition. So just blend, 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 and go towards the nose as well. Get that kind of blended in there. We're doing the same on this side. Just want to create some symmetry. And just tapping off a little bit of the excess. That's the clicking that you hear. And then in towards the nose area. There we go. I think everybody looks surprised when they're blending their shadow because you put your brows all the way up. I'm not exactly sure what the difference is in the ingredients between this palette and the Modern Renaissance palette that I'm obsessed with too. But I am gonna kind of go back and compare the ingredients and check it out. Stephanie Nicole, she is one of like my favorite YouTubers ever because she gets so in depth with like ingredients and like price per gram and stuff like that. So if you want to see that kind of info, I think you should check out her video on this palette as well. It's really, really informative. And I need to go back and watch it one more time because I want to look at the ingredients list too, because the texture of these, I hope they put out more shadows with this type of formulation. So, all right, we've got our Isabelle all blended out. Next, I'm going to go in with my MAC 217 brush, Old Faithful here, and then we're going to dip into Violetta, that really rich kind of like warm fudgy brown. And we're going to use this right there in that socket bone. So we're going to use that right along with our transition shade, and this is going to be our like pretty smoky color. I think these shades are so pretty for fall. Blend, blend, blend. I like this 217 just because it's pinched, so it really gets in that socket bone area right there, and it blends everything out really, really pretty. This palette is super easy to use. I mean, grab a couple transition shades and pack something on the lid and you're out the door. Oh, that just blends so pretty, like a dream. Look at that. All right, let me turn on this side so you guys can get a little bit better look. Same thing, right in that socket bone, windshield wiper motion, blend, blend, blend. I'm seeing very little fallout too, which is nice considering I already have the rest of my face done. I just kind of did the rest of my face to save time because, you know, I've already shown like my foundation routine and all that good stuff. So I didn't want the video to get too long, and I really wanted it to be focused around this palette and get all that good chocolatey goodness blended all up in there. I'm going to take some of this same shade and I'm going to smudge it in my lower lash line as well, because I really like that kind of sultry blended out look. And I have a tendency to overblend. I know it. I can't help it. It's my thing. It's what I do. And it feels good. Okay, so real quickly, we are going to take our MAC 239 and I'm going to dip into the shade Marina right up here. And we're going to use that to kind of just pack all over the lid. Look how pretty and smooth. This one has more of a satiny finish to it. The two transition shades I used were completely matte. I mean, look at that, like no effort, literally just press. Just press. I love how these shadows are performing. We need more of this, Anastasia. Oh my gosh, look how pretty that blended out. Okay, I'm gonna go back with that 217 real quick, just to buff a little bit, which honestly, as you can see, it doesn't really need it, but kind of force a habit here. I can't help myself. Then I'm gonna go in to Fifth Avenue, which is this pretty kind of goldeny champagne color right here. And I'm going to use that baby to highlight my inner tear duct area real quick, to add a little glow right in there. And then I'm gonna wipe off my brush a little bit, and this is my MAC 219. And I'm gonna go back into that Violetta, and I'm gonna use that to smudge underneath my lower lash line. You can really get this really soft and smoky down here because it blends so easily. You can really diffuse the color. So pretty. All right, that's really good and smoky for me. So next I'm gonna go in with some liner for my waterline. I'm gonna go in with my traditional black. I know I need to change it up. One of these days I will, but that day is not today. So I'm gonna go in with my Essence Gel Liner. I'm gonna get that pressed into my waterline. And then I'm gonna grab some liquid liner for the top. All right, weird face coming up. And if you are tugging on your eye area, make sure you do it as gently and lightly as possible when you're doing your liner, because we don't want to create any unnecessary wrinkles. So gently, gently. I just think with really smoky, dark, sultry eyes like this, that black in the waterline just really makes it pop more. But a chocolate brown in the waterline wouldn't be bad either. I think that would be really pretty. Okay, so next up I'm gonna grab my Urban Decay 24/7 liquid liner in Perversion. I don't think that's a secret that it's my favorite. So I'm gonna just give it a good shake. And then we're gonna go in with that liner. I'm gonna grab my hand mirror this time because it's a little bit easier for me. We're just gonna place that literally right into our lash line. You wanna make sure you cover any exposed skin that you can see there. And then just build it up. kind of easy just to kind of outline your wing and then go back in and fill it in. That helps if you have trouble doing it, or a piece of tape helps as well. If you have an issue freehanding your wing, pop a piece of tape right there on the end and it makes it come out perfect every time. You just want to place that tape right from the corner of your eye to the end of like where your eyebrow ends. If you place a piece of tape right there and draw that liner on, it'll be perfection, I promise you. I think we all started with tape. I think that's pretty dramatic right there. So I'm gonna go ahead and start popping on my mascara on this eye. I'm gonna use the MAC Insta Curl Lash, which I'm obsessed with this mascara, and I'll show you why. Because I think a lot of people have a tendency to bend their mascara wand, so this one, if you twist the handle of it, it curves all on its own, so you don't have to get your fingers dirty by bending it yourself. So I usually start with it just a little bit curved for some curl. Because I do have a few lashes that point downwards and kind of rub my eye, which is quite annoying. And this helps me get everything curled upwards without using a lash curler, so I really love it. And it's super black. That always helps. You're going to want to coat the top and bottom of your lashes. You can always apply some falsies to this look. That'll punch it up a little bit, but for what I'm doing today, I'm not going to do any falsies. I really only do false lashes if it's like a super special occasion. Alright, I'm going to grab my L'Oreal Voluminous Carbon Black for my bottom lashes. Just because I love that Insta Curl, but I feel like the wand is just a little too thick for my bottom lashes since they are so wimpy. This one works just a little bit better so that I don't bump it against my skin. So here's the finished look. I hope you guys enjoyed this video and this tutorial. I just wanted to keep it super simple and just use a few shades from my new favorite baby. So I thank you so much for watching. I will be having a new giveaway coming up very soon for hitting 500 subscribers. So thank you guys so much for subscribing and supporting my channel. I'm gonna have some amazing items in this giveaway that's coming up. So I hope you guys will be excited for that. And thank you so much for watching this, and I'll see you in my next video. Take care.